Today it's dinner from the larder. So what you can make for what you've already got in. And today I'm making chicken lasagna. So I've got some homemade canned chicken, some homemade chicken bone broth, 2 onions from the fridge. This is some homemade herb salt, that's predominantly basil. This is dried celery from the garden, some sour cream, some preserved garlic in oil, pizza cheese, pasta shells and flour. I forgot to mention one ingredient, well actually two. You'd need some butter to make. You need to chop your onions, your garlic and your Swiss chard. So on a medium heat, I'm going to melt some butter and fry some onions with the garlic. Okay, so the butter's starting to melt nicely there. It's going to be the base of the bechamel sauce, but I'm going to fry the onions and the garlic in there as well. In this back pan here I've got 3 cups of pasta that I'm going to boil for about 20 minutes and then I'll take it off the heat and put it in some cold water until I'm ready to put the casserole lasagna together. So first of all I'm going to put the onions and garlic in. And coat the onions and the garlic really well in the butter. It's starting to smell, oh my god, it's starting to smell so good already. It smells so nice. Okay, I'm just going to go and get some of my special basil herb butter. Keep an eye on that while I'm away. I'm just going to sprinkle a good heaped teaspoon of the herb butter. There we go. So the onions are sauteing away nice there in the butter. And the smell of the herbs and the garlic are just, wow, they're just divine. They smell amazing. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put about 1/3 of a cup of flour into the pan. And make sort of a little roux with that as the basis of the sauce. Make sure you get it all in the butter. So it sort of gives you that yellowy look. And then when it gets to this point, we're going to pour the stock in. And once it starts to get a bit thicker, you can use a whisk to gauge whether you need to put more in or not. I might put a bit of milk in there now. But before I do, I'm going to put the Swiss chard in there to cook down a little bit. It's getting nice and thick. So I'm now going to pour a bit of milk in there and give it a stir. So that's 2 cups of chicken stock, half a cup of milk, sautéed onions in, I would say, 2 tablespoons of butter, 1/3 of a cup of all-purpose flour, some Swiss chard or silverbeet, or you can put spinach, any kind of greens you want in here. It's really not one of those recipes that's hard and fast. It's up to you what you've got in your larder. But some kind of greens would be nice. Okay, we're going to put that to one side and wait for the pasta to cook. We're now going to layer the pasta bake cum lasagna. It's going to be really delicious. Just a big top tip with the pasta, when it's cooked, if you pop it into a bowl of cold water, I don't know if you can see that there. If you pop it into a bowl of cold water, it stops it from sticking together, and it's easy to separate when you're making your layers. Just to tell you that top tip. Okay, and so that it doesn't stick to my dish, which I'm using a Pyrex pie dish, I'm going to just give it a spray with a bit of oil and grab some paper towel and just give it a good wipe around. This just stops it from sticking to your dish when it's cooking in the oven. Alright, the first layer is going to be some sauce, I think. So if you remember with the sauce, we made a bechamel. We've got some onions and we've got some silverbeet, garlic in there. So I'm just going to make this just stops the pasta from sticking to the bottom of your dish. And then a layer of pasta. Make sure you get all the water out of the pasta. And then a layer of your shredded chicken, which I didn't do too great at shredding. I'm just going to do it now with my hands. But you know, like a layer of chicken. And then you continue to layer the pasta with a bit of, then you do the sauce. Try and get it even. Layer of pasta. Layer of chicken. And just keep doing this until you reach the top of your dish. And then you'll finally get to the top of your dish, and this is when you add your cheese. Bake this dish in a moderate oven for about 30 to 45 minutes until it's nice and golden brown on the top. The chicken lasagna is piping hot when it leaves the oven, so let it rest for 5 to 10 minutes, then sit down and enjoy. Thank you for watching Paula's Patch Meals from the Larder series. Please consider subscribing and see you again next time.